In the verdant heartland of southeastern Yorubaland, nestled among undulating hills and vibrant forests, lay the bustling village of Aiyetoro. Its community vibrated with the rhythmic clanging of blacksmiths, the hearty laughter of children, and the delectable aroma of jollof rice, egusi soup, and pounded yam being prepared for communal feasts. The village was bound by deep roots in their heritage and a sense of belonging that permeated every homestead. Central to village life was Agbaranla Grove, where the important artifacts were displayed, serving as a profound symbol of unity and cultural pride. Intricately carved with ancient art, these items are displayed during gatherings, instilling a sense of continuity and collective memory among the villagers. Among those who grew up under this atmosphere were Alamu and Ojo, two boys whose friendship was as legendary as the heroes in the village tales. Born just days apart, they shared an inseparable bond, their childhood a tapestry of shared adventures and mischievous escapades. Their favorite pastime was playing Ayo, a game deeply woven into Yoruba culture. The game was not merely entertainment, but a dance of minds, where seeds moved with deliberate intent across carved wooden boards, mirroring the tactical prowess of seasoned warriors. The boys' frequent matches became a popular spectacle, drawing curious onlookers who admired their camaraderie and competitive spirit. One such afternoon, under the shade of a flamboyant tree flush with blossoms, the two friends were engrossed in a particularly intense game of Ayo. The air was filled with the buzz of village life winding down as evening approached. It was then that Baba Femi, a prophet renowned beyond Aiyetoro's borders for his foresight and deep connection with the spiritual realm, passed by. Recognizing the prophet, the boys paused their game to offer respect. Baba Femi, intrigued by their game, paused to watch. He smiled, nodding in approval at their concentration and skill. However, as he turned to leave, something inexplicable caught his attention. He hesitated, then turned back, his eyes narrowed as if deciphering an unseen puzzle in the air around Alamu and Ojo. "From what I see now," Baba Femi declared, his voice resonant with authority, "Alamu is destined to become a king, while Ojo will live his life serving others." The words hung heavy in the humid air. Alamu's heart leapt at the prophecy, visions of royalty and power flooding his imagination. Ojo, however, felt a cold dread settle in his stomach. The joy of their game was forgotten. They watched in silence as Baba Femi continued on his way, leaving a wake of destiny that would irreversibly alter their paths. From that day forward, their lives took divergent trajectories. Alamu, buoyed by the prophecy, embraced a life of ease. He wandered through the village proclaiming his future kingship, abandoning his chores, studies, dreams, and aspirations, much to the chagrin of his elders. His days were spent lounging under the Iroko tree, dreaming of a throne that he believed was assured. Ojo, on the other hand, was galvanized by the prophecy's grim forecast. He doubled his efforts in all endeavors, learning trades from the artisans and mastering every farming technique from his father. His determination to defy destiny saw him saving diligently, his dreams fueled by the desire to carve out a prosperous future despite the ominous prediction. Years slipped by like the rivers that bordered Aiyetoro. Ojo married his childhood sweetheart, Abeni, a woman of equal determination and grace. Together, they ventured deeper into the lush wilderness, where the land was fertile and untouched. With calloused hands and a spirit unbroken by the prophet's words, Ojo cleared the thick brush. He planted extensive fields of yams, maize, cassava, fruits, and vegetables. The forest, once a wild unknown, became a thriving expanse of green, feeding not only his growing family, but also the ideals of resilience and perseverance he instilled in his children. Meanwhile, Alamu's life of indolence yielded little but mounting frustration and dwindling respect among his peers. The crown he had so readily believed was his birthright seemed increasingly like a mirage, taunting him with its elusiveness. Then came the harsh years of famine that tested the mettle of all in the region. Crops failed, rivers shrank, and despair gripped the hearts of the most stoic villagers. Yet, in the heart of the wilderness, Ojo's farm remained a bastion of abundance, an oasis amid the parched lands. Word of his prosperity reached a nearby kingdom called Orisun, long plagued by instability and lacking a leader strong enough to unite and lead them through the famine. The elders of Orisun, desperate and inspired by tales of Ojo's wisdom and the flourishing lands he had cultivated, approached him with a crown not of prophecy, but of necessity and respect. They pleaded with Ojo, not just for food, but for leadership. Ojo, humbled by their request, reflected on his life's journey. He never dreamt of becoming a king, but his hard work, resourcefulness, and unwavering determination had prepared him for this moment. He agreed to help, not just with food, but in rebuilding their kingdom. In a twist of fate's own making, Ojo was crowned king, a ruler who rose not from the allure of prophecy, but from the strength of his own endeavors. With Ojo's leadership, the people of Orisun were able to weather the storm. The crops from his farm fed the hungry masses, and under his guidance, they implemented innovative farming techniques to ensure future food security. His practical knowledge of the land and his dedication to his people made him a beloved and effective ruler. The coronation ceremony was a grand affair, attended by villagers from both Orisun and Aiyetoro, marking the beginning of a new era under King Ojo's rule. Meanwhile, Alamu, witnessing the prosperity and respect that Ojo earned, was struck by the stark contrast to his own situation. He had become impoverished, his dreams of kingship dissolved into the harsh realities of life. Overcome with regret, Alamu realized the truth in Baba Femi's words, not as a literal prophecy, but as a reflection of their choices and actions. He decided it was time to seek out Ojo, not out of envy, but in hopes of understanding and perhaps finding a new path for himself. Upon arriving in Orisun, Alamu was amazed by the transformation under Ojo's leadership. The once struggling kingdom was now thriving, with new water systems, abundant fields, and bustling marketplaces. Alamu found Ojo overseeing the training of new farmers, sharing his knowledge, and showing the same determination and humility that had always defined him. The reunion between Alamu and Ojo was poignant. Alamu expressed his admiration for Ojo's achievements and his remorse for his own choices. Ojo, in turn, welcomed his old friend with kindness and forgiveness, embodying the graciousness of a true leader. He encouraged Alamu. It's never too late to change the course of your life. What matters is what you choose to do from this moment on. Inspired by Ojo's words and his transformation of Orisun, Alamu decided to stay and learn from him. Ojo appointed him to assist in the new agricultural initiatives, giving Alamu a chance to contribute to the community and rebuild his life. Under Ojo's mentorship, Alamu learned the value of hard work, community service, and leadership, qualities he had neglected but now came to embrace. Years passed, and Orisun continued to flourish. Ojo's wisdom and just rule attracted attention far beyond his kingdom, earning him a reputation as a wise and benevolent king. His policies and innovations not only saved Orisun during the famine, but set a foundation for sustained prosperity. Ojo's story became a legendary example of how personal integrity and hard work can truly shape one's destiny. As for Alamu, he grew into a respected leader in his own right, advocating for sustainable practices and education for all children in the kingdom. He often reflected on the profound lessons of his youth, grateful for the second chance Ojo had given him and the new life he had built in service to others. In their later years, Ojo and Alamu would often sit under the same flamboyant tree where they played as children, now watching their own grandchildren play Ayo. They shared stories of their adventures and misadventures, teaching the young ones about the importance of integrity, hard work, and the courage to follow one's own path. The tale of Ojo and Alamu, once entwined by prophecy and fate, became a timeless story told throughout Yorubaland. It taught that destiny is not a fixed star, but a path made by walking it, a lesson of empowerment and hope for every generation to come. Thank you for watching. If this story touches your heart, please subscribe to our channel for more inspiring tales from Africa. Hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest uploads, and don't forget to like and share this video with your friends. Let's keep the spirit of storytelling alive. What do you think about this story? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We love to hear from you.